Hey, good day, everyone. Welcome back to Long Live Rock with Lad from the Woods. Sunday, October 10th, long weekend here in Canada, and still doing videos. This one is a young lady I've already spoken about and done two other videos. Her name is Jessie Wagner. I think she should be the next big thing in rock and roll for singing. She is absolutely out of this world. She's Tina Turner, Janis Joplin, Aretha Franklin, Diana Ross, you name it. Roll them all in, and hello, Jessie Wagner. And she can stand with the giants. And she's only young. I think she's only in her 30s. I guess she's had some pretty rough last couple of years with sickness. Uh, in her, I think her husband was very, very ill, and they had some rough times. But this solo album that she's done has come out really, really good. It's a year ago now, so I'm glad I stumbled over it. I chatted with her briefly on Instagram, and I mentioned to her that I stumbled upon her and Lockie Doley in the same week, which is like, wow, can't be a coincidence what I said to her. But I said that, she should have a look at I sent her a video of Lockie Doley's song we covered, I can see clearly now the rain is gone. And I sent her my reaction, and then, of course, the original video, because I thought if any two people should get together, him and his really wicked band on that new album, the Studio 301 sessions, and her, like, wow, I think it would just go crazy. So if you guys check those two videos out, go into my comments and let me know what you think of Lockie Doley and Jessie Wagner hooking up and doing an album and a tour. I think it would just be Woodstock quality tour, concert, everything, you name it. Top of the pops, as we used to say. Anyway, let's get at her. Jessie Wagner, and the song's called Passin' Me By.
Dark clouds in
Well, there you go. Isn't she something? And there's lots more where that came from. You'll hear all kinds of stuff. She just released a new song, but it's that, that Beyonce, whatever, bubblegum pop or whatever. And I'm not into that. I probably could just isolate her voice and get rid of all the other crap just to listen to her voice because even on that, her voice is out of this world. So, but anyways, be that as it may, we've got a wealth of material that's her own. Plus, she was with a band called, I think it's called Envy. We're going to be doing some stuff with them too because she's a rocker, kick-ass rocker, boy. She looked really good out there in the country. Like some of her other videos, she's like in this big kind of dirty city or whatever. And I'm looking at her out in the country. I'm going, that's where she really belongs. Like you could just, like being a country boy, she belongs more in the country than she does in the city. But oh, I was 20 years younger. But anyways. Yeah, she's something special, and I'm hoping that by me doing this on my channel and stuff like that, I can expose her to a wider audience because I really want to get people to see because the wider audience is missing a lot of good stuff, and I would have just flipped if I hadn't had that. I mean, I had more access to new music in the '60s and '70s. I now figured all this stuff out, but I'm telling you, there's a whole fucking million, thousand people, whatever, out there that don't know how to use a Spotify. My mother didn't have a clue about Spotify. And even in the 80s, she still wants to listen to rock and new rock. She likes, there's a new band she likes called the Lumineers. I'm not so sure, but I mean, she likes the Lumineers. Mumford and Sons is another one she likes. But, like, it's not the radio scene that it used to be. I had more access to different kinds of music and more music than I ever did with today's technology than I did when we had the radio. Yeah, things were inefficient. You had to try and tape it if you wanted it, or listen to 3 hours to get the name of the song. But I mean, it was worth it. It made it actually worthwhile doing. You had to work for it. But to go through the Spotify, what have they got? 70, 100 million songs on there now? A lot of people older than me are just like, no, man, they can barely operate a smartphone. And the younger ones, well, it's just simply because they're not getting exposed. They've got so much shit thrown at them every minute of every hour of every second. You can't possibly take it in. And there's this whole big crew. I know it because I'm seeing their bands out there that is like us back in the 60s, Generation Z, Zoomer, whatever, and the millennials. And, I hate the idea that our generations have kind of separated because, it was my parents to me as the youngest boomer, the young end of the boomer situation, then the Gen X, and then, of course, my generation started having kids, as millennials, like, they became millennials and zoomers now. And the zoomers really seem to like our music. Millennials, it can go either way. But the idea is that, instead of us being separated by the bullshit, like everybody's trying to get us to do, I'm trying to say, listen, let's get this new rock because that was something that always put us together, back in the day. And I know it's still out there because I see it all the time on YouTube with these van lifers, the hippie thing, all that stuff. What do they call them? Hipsters. I don't want to, make fun of these people. They were our people, for fuck's sakes, boomers. Same people, tie-dye, long hair, flower, whatever, and great rock and roll. So, you boomers that have suddenly gotten crotchety and you said you'd never do that back when you were at Woodstock or whatever back in the 60s, well, you need to wait the fuck up and stop. Start listening to some new rock and roll. Keep listening to the old good stuff, but listen to new good stuff. You might just change your tune a bit and get to know these kids because I am as I'm slowly going here. And when I start going back to festivals again in the summer, I want to hear these kids' bands and stuff like that. And believe me, I'll do everything I can because that's the one thing I really do is love rock and roll. So anyway, thanks for coming all. I love it. Thank you for the comments. Please, always constructive criticism. I need it, I need it, I need it. And believe me, there's nothing you could say to me that would hurt me. The stuff I've been through in my 58 years, I've got like the shields of the Enterprise on me. I just let it roll away, man. Don't take it all too seriously. And if I want to vent and get upset, I go on to my other channel, A Voice in the Wilderness. So, all right. Well, listen, everybody be good out there. Okay, if you can't be good at being bad. And be lucky and be cool. Thank you. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.